Hello and welcome to the free tutorial for the piano version of Holy by Justin Bieber and Chance the Rapper. If you would like a more detailed tutorial with real-time questions over an hour-long webinar, see the description below for upcoming dates for this song. Within the webinar, you will also receive a PDF of the written-out score. Holy by Justin Bieber. So this song is in F-sharp major, which means it's got 6 sharps, one of those sharps being E sharp, which is actually an F. And it pretty much follows a 4-chord sequence over 2 bars. The first being F sharp major. We play an F sharp in the left hand, and we play a C sharp, F sharp, and A sharp in the right hand. That's the first chord. The second chord is a C sharp major in the right hand, E sharp, G sharp, and C sharp. But it's inverted, so we play it over an E sharp in the bass. It's called a first inversion. So the first two chords are F sharp and then C sharp over E sharp. The third chord is a D sharp minor 7. That's a D sharp in the left hand and then 4 notes in the right hand. D sharp, F sharp, A sharp and C sharp. That's chord 3. And the fourth chord is a B major. So we go down to a B in the left hand and we play a B, D sharp and F sharp in the right hand. So chord 1, F sharp major. Chord 2, C sharp over E sharp. Chord 3, D sharp minor 7. And chord 4, B major. And here's how the time of it goes. 3, 4, 1, 2 and 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 3, 4. And that's pretty much the structure that develops throughout the course of the song with slight variations as we go. Okay, so for the intro and the first verse, it's exactly what we've just played. So once through as the intro, then the vocal starts. I hear a lot about sinners, for example. Don't think that I'll be a saint, but I might go down to the river. And I'm going to stop, because the way that the sky opens up when we touch, yeah, it's making me say. So on making me say, we play a C sharp octave in the left hand if we can reach. If we can't reach the octave, then we can just play a single C sharp there. And in the right hand, we're playing a B major chord, this time with the B on the top. So B at the top, F sharp, and D sharp. So with the octave there, it's 1 and 2 and making me say. So I'll count you into that. Bar, 2, 3, 4. Making me say. That takes us to the end of the first verse. Okay, the chorus, we go back to our 2-bar 4-chord repetition. So starting on the F sharp with the same voicing, but rhythmically we're slightly different. So we're adding a chord on beat 2 and a chord on beat 4. What I'm also doing is making the right hand a bigger chord. So I'm adding a C sharp at the bottom. So C sharp, E sharp, G sharp, and C sharp. If you can't stretch the octave, then do the same voicing that you do for the verse. Okay, so the timing of it is 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. And then we do the D sharp minor 7, which is exactly the same, but with a different rhythm. 1 and then we do a B, but we're going to add the C sharp at the top, so it becomes a B2. So B in the left hand, D sharp, F sharp, B and C sharp in the right hand. And the timing for that second bar is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So the 2-bar repeat for the chorus goes 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and we come off on the second one. So with the melody, that goes 2, 3, that the way you hold me hold me, hold me, hold me. Feel so holy, 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 holy. On God. And we rest on the word on God. That's the first half of the chorus. The second half of the chorus splits into just left hand, okay? So we're going to follow our bass notes that we play in the verse and the chorus. So we're going to go F sharp, E sharp, D sharp, B. So it's slightly different rhythmically in that the first bar just lands on beat 1 and beat 3. So that's the simple version. If you want to play the bass line as it is on the record, we put a little movement between each main bass note. So from the F sharp, we go F sharp, D sharp, E sharp. And from the E sharp, we go E sharp, C sharp, D sharp. And down to the B, we go D sharp, A sharp, B. So it goes 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. And on beat 4 of the second bar, we go C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, back to the F sharp. So the 2 bar phrase goes 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. And that repeats. You'll find that this happens a lot in the song. So this happens after On God, and we go running to the altar like a track star. Come wait another second, cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. I don't do well with the drama. And this continues through the second verse. And I can't stand being fake. No, 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 no. I don't believe in nirvana. But the way, and then we stop on that same bit. But the way that we love in the night gives me life, baby, I can't explain. And we go back to the C sharp in the left hand, octaves if you can, and we do a B in the right hand, but this time, just to make it a bit brighter, we're taking the voicing up a bit. So F sharp, B, and D sharp. And then just to liven it up a little bit more, we're going to do a little pickup. So it's C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, octave, into the first chord, which will be an octave. Again, if you can't stretch the octaves, just do the top note. And then we go back to the chorus move. So that's the second chorus. So coming from the end of the first verse, we go, I don't believe in nirvana, but the way that we love in the night gives me life, baby, I can't explain. But the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feel so holy, 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 holy. On God, running to the altar like a track star. And that's going to continue as it goes. Feel so holy. And that takes us to the end of the second chorus. Then we go to the middle section, which leads us into the rap. This is, they say we're too young and the pimps and the players say don't go crashing. And the bass line's going to stay the same. But the feel of the song spreads out a little bit. So what we're going to do in the right hand is play quarter notes in the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. They say we're too young and the pimps and the players say don't go crashing. Wise men say fools rushing, but I don't know. And that repeats. So that happens twice around. That takes us through the 2 phrases that end with I don't know. And then we get to the bit with Chance the Rapper. First step pleases the Father. And we're going to the bass line. And this just repeats all the way through. And it repeats all the way through the rap as well. So that bass line, you can just keep on going with that. If you want to liven it up a bit, you can do a little bit of an offbeat C sharp. That could come in maybe halfway through if you want. So we get to the end of it, end of the rap. We know this bit, so this is the same as the end of the second verse with the pickup. But what we're going to do here is the left hand's going to come up to play the low F sharp because we're going up here, because this is the soft chorus. So it goes... So we got that jump. So we get to this chorus which starts softly. Hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. This has a little movement, feels so holy, 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 holy. And all we're doing on the top of the right hand, we're going A sharp, C sharp, D sharp, down to the C sharp. And the chords are up here, so the bass line is going the same. And the right hand goes C sharp, F sharp, A sharp, C sharp, E sharp, G sharp, A sharp, D sharp, F sharp, F sharp, B, D sharp. So it goes 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, on God. We're now at the last section, which is the running to the altar like a track star, which repeats. And we're going to play the chorus phrase that we learned before, but if you want, you can add an octave down on the left hand. Wait another second, on God, running to the altar like a track star. And wait another second. So we can just repeat that around. If you don't want to do the octaves, that's fine. You can just go... Sounds fine as well. We can add a little halfway through in between, so after the second one, so that's an octaves, C sharp, C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, back to that. That takes us to the very, very end of the song, where we repeat the second phrase from the high part of the third chorus. Feels so holy. So that's that same phrase. And we just hold, we finish on that B. I hope that tutorial was useful and you feel confident to play your own piano version. Click on the link to play along to the full piano version, and don't forget to check the description below if you would like to join one of my 1-hour live webinar tutorials for just £5. You can also order the sheet music for this and all piano versions from pianoversion.org. Subscribe to the channel to check out all the other piano versions of songs, as well as catching all new piano versions as soon as they are released. Please feel free to request any song that you would like to see a piano version of in the comments below. Thank you for watching.